Warning: what you are about to watch may make you question everything you thought you knew. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back. Now today we're going to be talking about a lot of different conspiracy theories, but one of them might be the most requested I've ever got.
Sierra, Delta.
We're also going to be talking about a very scary theory involving one of the biggest boy groups of all time, BTS. And we're going to be talking about more 9/11 predictions that you are not going to believe. And we're even going to be talking about social media conspiracies with YouTuber James Charles. What? Now before we get started, once again I have to say, these are all just theories, none of them are facts, and they're not meant to hurt or harm anyone or any company. Alright, let's get started. That's right, the voicemail. This might be one of the most viral conspiracy theories I've ever seen. So I'm going to do a quick recap if you haven't heard about it, which I'm sure you have. Now on March 13th, there was a Twitter account named Straight Away, owned by a person named Ty. They posted this tweet: "I really need y'all to listen to this voicemail I just got. I'm deactivating my cell phone service." Then they posted a video of the voicemail they got, and it was creepy.
Sierra, Delta, Alpha, November, Golf, Echo, Romeo, Sierra, Oscar, Sierra.
So the voicemail was a series of words, but it's not just random words. This is actually called natal phonetic alphabet, which is used in military, but also sometimes used in customer service. So if I was trying to spell my name, I would say Sierra, Hotel, Alpha, November, Echo. So Ty translated this message that he got, and it said this: "Danger, SOS. It is dire for you to evacuate. Be cautious. They are not human." I know, creepy. Now there's also a series of numbers. When they put the numbers into Google Maps, it gave them coordinates, and the location it gave was very close to Malaysia. Now this location was also very close to where the Malaysian Flight 370 disappeared, but we're going to talk about that in a minute. Let's go back to Ty. So he started tweeting direct messages that he was getting that were in other languages and also in Morse code. He took this message that he got in Indonesian and he translated it in Google, and it said, "End the post you just shared about the recording on your phone."
Delta, Alpha, November.
Then a bunch of people on Twitter started translating the Morse code, and they think it said, "They are taking over, April 18th, 2018. I know, that's what made people go fucking crazy. But it gets even weirder. So 3 days before this happened, Ty posted a tweet that said this: "Okay, I am sitting in my car right in front of my house, and this guy started taking pictures of my house with flash. Then he walked away. It's 3 a.m. I am going to die tonight." And then 3 days later, he got the voice message. Alright, so let's go back to what we talked about earlier, which was the coordinates. So a girl on Twitter named Erin Mahoney tweeted this: "Kinda close to the last place the Malaysia Flight 370 was when it lost primary radar contact." So if you don't remember, we've talked about it before, the disappearance of Flight 370 is one of the craziest things that's ever happened. In March of 2014, the Malaysian airline Flight 370 disappeared into thin air with 239 people on board. Now when I say disappeared, I mean literally. After air control lost contact of the plane, we never saw them again. How does that happen? How does a huge plane with 239 people just vanish? Well, then somebody replied to Erin and they said this: "What if you're hearing the black box recordings?" If you don't know what black box recordings are, it's basically recording everything that's happening in the cockpit of the plane so that when a plane crashes or when a plane is hijacked, we have evidence of what went down. Now, how did that black box recording get to Ty's phone? Well, a Twitter account called Uzumaki said this: "Black box records the last interactions with a plane. That's why it's an SOS and save our ship. It was trying to warn us. A black box also records flight information as well, which is why it gives coordinates. If these black box recordings match the voicemail, are you saying that Malaysian Flight 370 encountered something non-human? Yes, the message was saying to evacuate because they are not human. Something or someone on that plane wasn't human." Okay, now this is when it gets really disturbing. So the last conversation between the pilot of Flight 370 and air control was released, and we are going to listen to it right now.
Malaysian 370, standby.
Malaysian 370.
And for the most part, it seemed pretty standard, just a pilot talking to air control. And then it ends with the pilot saying this.
Good night, Malaysian 370.
And those were the last words from the pilot before the plane disappeared. Now, if you listen closely to the tape, you'll hear a few things that seem off. In the beginning, you can hear the pilot being pretty quick, like he doesn't really stumble over his words or his numbers.
Tower 118.8, Assalamualaikum.
Then, later in the conversation, near the end, he starts stumbling a little bit.
Alright, 1326 Malaysian 370.
Then he keeps stumbling and adding ums and ers.
Archer Malaysian 370.
Then, right before he says goodnight, you hear the sound of another voice. It's really quick, but listen for it.
Zero maintaining level 350. Malaysian 370. Malaysian 370.
One of the theories is that the plane was taken over by someone or something, and when it entered the cockpit, that's why the pilot started to stumble.
Malaysian
Then the cockpit door might have been opened again by the entity and scared the flight attendant.
Malaysian 370.
Then the pilot was forced to end the call, say goodnight, and go off the radar.
Good night, Malaysian 370.
Breaking news tonight, a Malaysia Airlines flight with 239 people on board, including 4 Americans, has gone missing.
All right, now we have a pretty good theory going, right? We have this voicemail, we have the Malaysia flight information, we have a message that says the world's gonna end on April 18th. All of it is fitting together so perfectly, and then everything starts to unravel. First, Ty's Twitter account was removed. Nobody knew why. Then people started noticing that the picture of Ty on his profile was actually stolen from another Twitter profile named Homicide. So then people started saying that Ty was fake.
Malaysian 370.
Then Erin, the girl who figured out that the coordinates were actually close to Malaysia, tweeted this. Can we all just agree that it isn't true? I regret ever saying this. It was literally the most far-fetched conspiracy theory and I don't even believe it. But then, in a tweet posted by Homicide, he says that it was him that got the voicemails and it is real, but it's gone too far. I am so confused. Who is Ty? Who is Homicide? Why did Erin out of nowhere say, never mind, it's not real? And if this all is one big elaborate hoax, who started it? So to clear everything up and figure this all out, I decided to go straight to the face from the picture. Is he Ty? Is he Homicide? I don't know, but we're about to find out. Okay, I'm in front of my Skype and I have Ty's, or whoever he is, Skype name, and I'm about to call. Let's see who this is. Oh my god, it's the guy from the picture, you're real!
Yeah, I am.
Wait, so your name is Ty?
Yes, my name's Ty.
Okay, so your Twitter name is Homicide.
Mm-hmm.
Then where is Straight Away from? Is that your Twitter?
That used to be my Twitter, but it became synonymous with, like, this whole conspiracy theory, so I changed it because I did not like all of the attention that it brought. It was a little too much for me to handle.
I don't even know where to start with this because there's so much, but let's start at the beginning. So, it is you. You are Straight Away. You're Ty.
Yeah.
So how did this all go down? Did this voicemail really happen? Was this kind of like an inside joke with your friends and it just went too big and you were like, oh fuck?
Well, it was a real voicemail. Like, that was 100% real. I really received it. I was picking my younger brother up from school. Then when I got home, I just listened to it and it was like really wild. So I just, took a screen recording of it and posted it online and I was like, this is really weird. And I just was hoping like somebody could tell me what it meant because I had no idea.
Right.
But it was 100% genuine. Like, I actually did get the voicemail.
Okay, so the voicemail happened, so that was real. And then all of like the figuring out what it means and the Flight 370 and Stephen Hawking's, all that stuff. What?
I don't know. Like, I was just kind of, like rolling with it because I thought they were like interesting, but I got like a little out of hand really quick because people were piecing things together that I don't know where they got it from.
Wait a minute. That makes everything even creepier because I thought you were going to say like, oh yeah, me and my friends like conspiracies and we made this one and we all kind of coordinated it and stuff.
Yeah, I don't even like believe in like many conspiracies like at all.
And now you're living one. Now you're in one.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to be a part of like some weird creepypasta type thing and then it like turned into that.
Well, you said people were outside of your house taking pictures, right? Was that real? Did that happen?
Yeah, no, that really did happen. Somebody had like walked up to like the front of my house, and I didn't think anything of it. I just thought it was weird as hell because like I don't know why somebody would be walking up to my house at 3 a.m.
What about the DMs? You said you were getting DMs with like numbers and like code and other languages. Was that all real?
Yeah, that was all real too. And that being said, I don't think any of the direct messages that I was receiving on Twitter were anything credible. I think it was just people, you know, kind of jumping onto it because like a lot of the accounts that were messaging me were like just created and stuff, and like they were using like poor grammar in the languages that they were messaging me in.
Right.
So I think people were just, you know, jumping onto it and using Google Translate to like, try and scare me.
Well, the actual voicemail itself, like, that could have been created by somebody as like a prank or something, and they could have planned out this whole thing and kind of used you as the way to get it out there.
Yeah, and that's the thing is I don't think it was anybody that was close to me, because the people that I would think would, you know, play a prank on me, they would have told me by now, especially with all the attention that it created.
Did you have a Twitter following before this happened?
Yeah, I had a few thousand followers before this.
So do you think that somebody might have found your account or been following you and said, oh, I want to do this conspiracy about this voicemail and connect it to the Malaysian flight and do all these things. How do I get this out there? Oh, he has some followers. Let me send him this voicemail and he'll probably tweet about it. And they put you inside of a conspiracy theory. That's so scary.
Yeah. It definitely was a little shocking to me. Like, I wasn't enjoying it totally, but...
Are you getting calls from like news outlets and stuff like, hey man, why'd you lie about this? Why'd you create this whole thing?
Yeah, I got so many like hateful messages from people because they thought I was like trolling and like, you know, just putting on like some big prank, and people were being like homophobic to me. They were even messaging my boyfriend saying like a bunch of hateful shit to him. A lot of people accused me of like faking it all and like piecing everything together and all that. And I mean, like, it really does look like that. Like, it really looks like it was something very elaborate and thought out and everything. But like, I didn't fake anything, and I guess if people think like I'm that smart and like I'm gonna create something like that, I guess.
Great.
Right.
What about your family and friends? Like, were your family like, what the hell is going on?
My family was like really confused at first. My stepmom was so convinced that I had planned this whole thing out. My dad kind of was like laughing about me, like, you know, being famous now, because he was like showing me articles about it. My grandmother was very standoffish. She did not want anything to do with it. She tried to avoid it at all costs. She didn't even want me to do this interview because she was nervous.
Well, I'm glad that people now know that you didn't do this and you don't deserve hate and you were just living your life and you got a weird phone call.
You know, that's really why I did this, because I just wanted people to know the truth and, you know, stop accusing me of faking it, because like I don't have time to do all that. Yeah. I don't even know how to do all that.
Bye.
Bye.
So now that we know that Ty is real and that he actually did get that voicemail, we have no idea who sent it. Was it somebody that wanted all of us to be talking about this and was using Ty as like the way to get to us? I mean, it is crazy to think about somebody taking a social media person and throwing them into a conspiracy theory without them even knowing what was going on. But you know what? It wouldn't be the first time. And they put you inside of a conspiracy theory. That's so scary. Yeah. I'm just kidding, BTS fans. Calm down, don't kill me. That's not the actual theory. I just wanted to scare you a little. No, I'm not saying BTS is fake. And I'm not saying they're clones or that they're Illuminati puppets. The theory is actually way creepier than that. There might be real stalkers pretending to be members of BTS just to get closer to their fans. Now, before I go into this, I have to do that disclaimer one more time. This is not facts, it is just a theory. Do not sue me. So there's an app called Midle.
누구보다 일찍 일어나 누구보다 먼저 소식을 확인하고
It's an app where you can text your favorite singers or actors or BTS members, and they will actually text you back. And it has one of the creepiest commercials I've ever seen.
마이돌이 여러분과 함께합니다. 마이돌.
Now, the app claims that you're only talking to bots, not real people. And some of the conversations started out sweet. Don't be sad. So lucky to have you. So lucky to be your love. And then the bot says, walk with me. I'll be by your side. The fan says, forever? Forever. Then they started getting progressively creepier. This conversation was between a bot named Jungkook, who is from the band BTS, I might have butchered that name, I'm sorry, and one of the fans. Good. Good. That sounds good. You sound better. What do you mean? Oh, when you nod your head yes. Are you watching me? And then the conversations got terrifying. Good afternoon, Ninny. You just woke up? Nah, I've been awake for a while. Annoyed face. Hush. Do you hear the sound of blood dripping on the cold floor as she slides the thin pointed razor across her bloody wrist? Why the fuck would you tell me that? Do you want to build a snowman? Yeah, that was supposedly a conversation between a bot and a fan. Now, all these conversations started to go viral. People were tweeting, "Don't download this app." Some of the reviews were saying, at first it was fun and stuff, but then after a few days later, some of the idols I'm chatting with started saying creepy stuff like, "I'm watching you through the window. I'm gonna stab you. I'm watching you while you're sleeping." So that's where the theory comes in. Some people think that this app is really easy to hack into, and stalkers can go in there, pretend to be a K-pop star, and talk to fans. But it could be worse than just a few creepy messages. Some people think that the stalkers are actually watching these kids through the camera of the phone. Now, how do they do that? Well, there's a feature on the app where you can FaceTime with your favorite celebrity.
And so we're gonna just try it to video call.
Obviously, it's not real. It's just like a picture or video of them.
2016년. Holy crap!
But when you go to FaceTime them, it asks you for permission to access your camera. Which makes it even creepier when you see conversations like this. Eat more. When you eat, you're the cutest I see. What am I eating? Popcorn. And then the girl goes on Twitter to show the conversation, and then she says, "I am eating popcorn, and had been the whole time." Popcorn. Now, Midel put out a statement denying all of this, saying that it's not real, don't be scared, they can't look into your cameras. And maybe that's true. Maybe all of this was just photoshopped or a hoax. But is it really that crazy to think that a hacker could go into an app? I mean, people have been hacking into laptop webcams for years.
Criminals can hack into your computer webcam, even your smartphone camera, remotely.
You would never think somebody would be watching you in your room, and this guy had been, and so the thought of that just was, it gave me nightmares.
You're the cutest I've seen.
I mean, think about it this way. If you were a stalker and you wanted to talk to young girls who were desperately in need of attention, an app where you could pretend to be their favorite idol would sound pretty tempting.
마이돌.
Whoa! So 9/11 has been predicted in movie posters, advertisements, magazines, comic books, artwork, album covers, and even video games. But it goes back even farther than I thought. There was an ad in the newspaper in 1968 by a group of realtors where they have two tall buildings with a plane about to fly into them. Now the ad was to show, look how big we're gonna make these skyscrapers. Literally a plane could go into them. And that's the picture that they made. Now there's a couple YouTube channels I found that compiled a lot of clips throughout the years of 9/11 predictions. And most of these were in children's TV shows. Yeah, that aired back in 1994, 7 years before the actual attack. Then there's this clip from a cartoon in 1997.
Ready for another attack.
Manhattan!
And then this one in 1995.
We are under attack! If anyone is out there listening, get out of town before it gets to you! And I'm out of here!
And then in 1994, in the Iron Man cartoon, not only were the Twin Towers destroyed, so was the Pentagon.
It is time. And destroy the Pentagon!
And here's another clip from a movie in 1993.
Look! It's Koopa's tower!
And this next one is more subtle, but really freaked me out.
No, you're stupid!
Well, you're stupider!
No.
Yeah, right behind the two main characters, a poster of a tower on fire that says coming soon, which is even creepier because this cartoon came out only a few months before the attack. So it really was coming soon. This is an ad that came out 1 year before 9/11, and it's for arthritis. Now the ad has the Twin Towers with two cartoons of leg bones in the center of them, and a plane going into it. Everyone thinks their joints are safe and strong until one day, arthritis collapses them. What? Literally, the plane is heading into the Twin Towers. They're saying arthritis is going to collapse them, and this ad came out a year before 9/11. Now, I know what you're thinking, Shane, this isn't a theory. Yes, it happened. People were predicting 9/11 all over the place. Well, the theory is that all of this, the movies, the ads, the cartoons, are all a part of something called predictive programming. So here is the definition of predictive programming. It's a subtle form of psychological conditioning provided by the media to acquaint the public with planned societal changes to be implemented by our leaders. If and when these changes are put through, the public will already be familiarized with them and accept them. So what this is saying is that the government, or whoever's in charge, has ideas of things they want to do in the future. They want to microchip all of us. They want to collect all of our DNA. They want to have face scans of everybody. But if they just one day made all that happen, we'd all freak out and be like, no. But what if throughout our whole lives, they were putting it in movies?
An organically bioengineered microchip be sewn into the skin. Sensors all over the city can zero in on anyone at any time.
Putting it on TV.
I'm going to implant your career chip. Keep that thing away from me.
That way, when it actually does happen, it's not really a shock.
Microchips implanted in human bodies could transform the way we tackle many everyday tasks.
How can I be of service, Detective Spooner? Would you like to listen to some music while you wait?
Welcome. Where would you like to go today?
It's here at last, the new Dick Tracy two-way wrist radio that keeps you in constant touch with your buddies. No wires needed.
With Apple Watch, it's easy to receive phone calls and even make them.
How the hell do you answer a video phone?
Monica?
I guess that's how.
With free Skype-to-Skype video calls, you can be right there with them.
It's called Touch ID.
You just roll your face around following the on-screen directions, and there you go. There you go.
So then you start to think, what is the biggest conspiracy of all time? The Illuminati. TV shows talk about it, movies talk about it, celebrities reference it. Even I sell a pop socket that has the symbol on it. You even have Taco Bell using it in their advertising.
Is it the Illuminati or the Bell-Illuminati?
So if one day in the near future the Illuminati does actually take over, are we even going to be that surprised? I mean, at this point, we've talked about it so much that we're kind of just waiting for it to happen. And that's exactly what they want. And the reason you might not be noticing all of these little clues is because they start predictive programming very early. They want to start when you're a kid because that's when your brain is the most moldable. I mean, just look at this advertisement that was released in 1976 when your parents were kids. Yeah, the Cookie Monster destroying the Twin Towers. And then look at this cartoon that your grandparents probably watched.
Look! It's the towers! They're falling!
Yeah, they've been doing this for a long time, and the cycle just continues.
Back in 2004, the Manchurian Candidate suggested a future where humans are chipped and controlled. We have been warned.
The towers!
Theories about pop stars not being who they say they are some of my favorite theories of all time. Then you have the less popular but more interesting one to me. It's a theory that all of Miranda Cosgrove's music is actually just old, never released Avril Lavigne music that they kind of added a couple of her vocals to. Just listen to this clip from Miranda's song, Daydream.
But I just wanna play. You're my daydream. You know that I've been thinking about you.
That's Avril. Now listen to Avril's demo version.
You're my daydream. You know that I've been thinking about you.
They sound the same. Listen to this part of Miranda's song. Literally, it's Avril. That's Avril. But anyways, I love Miranda. I'm just saying, is it even a theory? But when it comes to fakery, the theories about Britney Spears are the best. Now, of course, there's the theory that Britney Spears' real singing voice is actually really deep, but her record label forces her to sing in that baby voice. Well, Britney put out this clip of her singing on her Instagram. Take a listen.
Wise men say only fools are rushing. Oh no, but I can't tell.
Now, I don't know if you noticed, but the clip seems sped up. The camera movement's a little weird. Her voice is signature Britney, it's high.
Life too.
Now let's take a look at it if we slowed it down.
Wise men say only fools are rushing. Oh no, but I can't tell.
Wait, that looks more real, right? Like that actually looks normal. But her voice is deep.
Take my whole life too. Take my whole life too.
So of course people are looking at this and saying, oh my god, she sang the song and her manager or whoever took the video, sped it up, and then posted it to her Instagram. Because they don't want us to know what her real singing voice is. Because they want to keep her on brand and keep her doing that baby voice. Because if you look at clips of her singing as a kid, she has a deep voice.
I know a place, ain't no smiling faces.
And maybe the reason Britney never sings live is because she can't naturally sing as high as they want her to. And maybe in the studio, they speed it up a little bit.
Ain't no smiling faces.
Because how could this sound like this?
What we do is innocent. What we do is innocent.
So why wouldn't they just let Britney come out with her real voice and start releasing music with a deeper voice? Because all they care about is money and branding. They want to keep her doing the same songs with the same voice, with the same brand, because that's what works. And that's something that's still done to this day with a lot of other artists, and you probably didn't even realize it.
If you ever see her, she has the same hair, same outfit, same talk, just every branding trick in the book.
Yeah.
Over the years, many celebrities have been accused of buying their way to fame. Rumors of Taylor Swift's dad buying 100,000 copies of her first album so she'd hit the charts.
Right, she won't buy it. She just won't. The light sticks are $5. You can go with the Jonas Brothers at $10. Are you on TaylorSwift.com?
And the newest form of that, buying fake followers on social media. For this theory, I wanted to go to one of the biggest and up-and-coming YouTubers, James Charles, who's been gaining fans fast. His pictures went from getting 40,000 likes to over 800,000 likes in not that much time. Now, I'm not saying he bought fake followers, but he is 18, so he's probably surrounded by a lot of other social media kids his age, and he might be able to give us a look into the world of fake influencers. All right, we are on our way to Sister James Charles' house. How many times do you think he's gonna say sister tonight?
Oh, at least 5,000.
Hi, sisters. James Charles.
This should be interesting. Oh my god.
Hello. Hi, sister.
Oh.
You look beautiful.
You look terrifying, but that's perfect because it's a scary video.
What's the glamour, sisters? That was the most funny thing I've ever said in my life.
This place is incredible. Like everywhere you turn, there's something that's like James Charles. No, it's crazy. Like this is like a studio. You have like a company. Like at 18 years old, how are you even normal? Or are you not?
I'm not. Well, I've always been a very business savvy, focused person. Like I don't really care about partying. I still don't drink. I've never done a drug in my life. I'd rather spend my entire day working from 7 a.m. until 2 a.m. than go out and hang out with friends, which is weird. But I just really like working really hard, I guess. Sometimes. Oh, this lighting is not for me.
Okay, so I thought it would be fun if we went through and saw how many of our followers are fake and also maybe some other people.
I'll go first.
So excited to expose himself.
Oh
my god!
Oh!
Wait, so 98% real. That's good.
Yeah.
So there's only 8,000 fake ones, so those might just be like bots.
From Twitter.
But it's also, there's literally like factories where there's like thousands of phones hung up on a wall.
Yeah.
And it's somebody's job to go through and like click and follow and leave comments and do, it's like, it's crazy. Let's do Ryland first.
Okay, done.
Alright.
Oh my god.
Oh, so we have the same score.
Alright, now I'm scared. Alright. I have not bought them.
Oof.
Oh my god. That means
you have 600.
What?
You have 659,000 fake followers. Can't relate.
How accurate do you think this actually is?
I think it's very accurate. Let's look at like
Liza Koshy.
Okay, great.
Oh, like maybe the more famous you are, the more bots you have.
That probably is exactly how it works, I would assume.
Nope. She's perfectly fine with 97%. Wait, why is mine so bad?
Try like Kim Kardashian.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Oh.
Whoa. What?
So Kim has 32 million real, but 25 million fake, and a 55% score. Let's look up Selena Gomez.
Selena's doing
81%. Try like Demi Lovato. It's DD Lovato.
Demi Lovato has
53.
Whoa.
I wonder what it is. Can we call Demi?
Yeah, I'll text her.
That is interesting though, that somebody like Selena has such a high real following.
I'm not trying to start a drama.
No, it's not even drama. It's the truth, sister.
I hated that sentence.
Leave. Wait, what if all the Kardashians have fake ones? Oh, Kylie. Whoa!
Better than Kim.
Wait, all the Jenners, all the Kardashians. Kendall Jenner. All of them.
That's not all. Close.
Wait, I have an idea.
Okay.
Taylor Swift.
OT.
Yeah.
Wait, let's see Katy Perry.
That's gonna not be popular.
Yeah.
She's over 100 million followers. Sister snapped.
Her kitty cats.
Oh, Lady Gaga.
Wait, oh my god, that's real.
Gaga.
More than half of her followers are fake.
Oh my Gaga. Wow.
But how are there even 43 million fake accounts on Twitter? That seems insane to me.
I wonder if it's because when those bots are made, I bet they have to follow people. So for those bots to be used over and over again by the services that buy followers, they probably have to keep the accounts active somehow, and that's probably through following other people.
Right.
So like that's probably why all these people have fake followers.
So we just finished filming and we took a picture together and I was like, hey, if you want to Facetune it or something. We have a new conspiracy theory. You're a whole different person. Show me the before and after. Oh.
I don't like the way that I angled my head in this photo, so I changed it by bringing my hairline down as if I was facing more forward, and also brought my head back in to create the illusion that I was looking more this way.
Wow.
It looks a little bit weird still. I don't know what the issue is.
All right, we've talked about movie posters looking the same before. And if you're like me, every time I see a movie poster now, and I'm like, wait a minute, that looks just like that one. Well, get ready for your new favorite game, the game of the Headless Woman. Now, since the beginning of advertising, the Headless Woman has made an appearance. Clothing ads, fast food ads, beer ads. Why is there a woman that doesn't have a face everywhere? But you never see a headless man. Now I get it, sex sells, right? But why is there no head on the woman in the clothing ads? That's a very simple answer. Modeling agencies charge less money if the model is unrecognizable. The clothing company's like, yeah, we'll take that girl, just cover her face up so we don't have to pay her as much. But movie posters are where the headless woman has really taken over. I mean, just look at some of these. It's crazy. This one for The Tudors. This one for a movie called Stakeout. Sex and the City, literally a movie that stars famous women, but the cover is a naked body. The Heartbreak Kid, Dreamgirls, Goldmember, Beauty and the Geek, all of the Hot Tub Time Machine movies, Super Troopers, John Tucker Must Die, which literally had a bunch of famous teenage girls in it, but they chose to just put a headless woman. A League of Their Own, which was an all-women's movie. I think somebody even got nominated for an Oscar, but they just have a headless woman looking sexy holding a baseball bat. Then this one, all the American Pie movies. This one, Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. Well, actually, if you zoom in, okay, yeah, there's their faces. But if you look at it normally, it's just an ass. And that's a kid's movie. But this one is the craziest to me. There was a movie called Confidence, and they had 4 different posters with 4 different stars of the movie. Edward Burns, Andy Garcia, Dustin Hoffman, Rachel Weisz. Oh wait, no head, just a mouth. And that's Rachel Weisz. She's a famous actress. Head, nothing. And of course, it's all over music too. That's not even Kesha's ass. It's a random ass. So while everybody's been fighting for equal rights in Hollywood, why is nobody talking about this? But hey, at least we have female directors making a female superhero movie, right? But don't worry, you probably didn't even notice the headless woman before. It probably seemed normal to you because you've been seeing it over and over again since you were a kid because of predictive programming. And the kids growing up now will be used to it too. Well, there you guys go. Hopefully you enjoyed those conspiracy theories. If you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up so I know. Also, make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a conspiracy video. Oh, and speaking of predictive programming, I have brand new merch. Illuminati shirts with my name on it, and of course my Illuminati pop socket. If you guys want to check that out, go to amazon.com/Shane Dawson. It's Prime, so you'll get it in like 2 days. And then in the near future, when the real Illuminati take over, you could say, hey, I'm with you. All right, you guys, don't believe everything you see. Bye.
Click the links below to watch more conspiracy theory videos. At your own risk, of course.